Troubleshooting Azure SQL Scale-Up is a crucial process to ensure your database performs optimally and efficiently. To start, it is essential to understand what Azure SQL Scale-Up means. Scaling up your Azure SQL database involves increasing the performance level of your database to handle increased workload or demand. The first step in troubleshooting Azure SQL Scale-Up is to monitor your database performance. You can use the Azure portal to monitor your database's CPU usage, memory usage, and storage usage. If you notice any of these metrics are consistently high, it may be a sign that you need to scale up your database. Next, you need to identify the bottleneck in your database. Is it CPU, memory, or storage that is causing the issue? You can use the query store in Azure SQL to identify the top resource-consuming queries. Once you have identified the bottleneck, you can decide the best course of action to take. To scale up your Azure SQL database, you can use the Azure portal or Azure CLI. Simply select the database you want to scale up, click on the pricing tier, and select the new performance level. You can also use Azure CLI commands to scale up your database. It is also essential to consider the cost implications of scaling up your Azure SQL database. A higher performance level means higher costs, so it is crucial to balance performance with cost. You should also consider scaling up during maintenance windows to minimize downtime. Best practices for troubleshooting Azure SQL Scale-Up include regularly monitoring your database performance, identifying and optimizing resource-consuming queries, and testing your database after scaling up. It is also recommended to use automated scaling to scale up or down based on demand. In conclusion, troubleshooting Azure SQL Scale-Up requires careful monitoring, identification of bottlenecks, and consideration of cost implications. By following these steps and best practices, you can ensure your Azure SQL database performs optimally and efficiently.